Now to the busy holiday travel day that, yes, in these times it starts on Tuesday rather than Wednesday,
Maybe
right?
last Friday, too.
It's true. That started off wet and it started off messy in our area due to the weather.
Yep, first round of rain has moved out at this moment, but that's just the beginning. We'll see another round on Thanksgiving itself. Travelers this morning had to deal with slick conditions getting to their destinations. The TSA says today is one of the busiest travel days ahead of Thanksgiving.
We have team coverage with a look at our airports, but let's begin with our first alert forecast. Meteorologist Rob Marciano in once again for Lonnie tonight, and he is tracking another round of rain, Rob.
Yeah, we had some this morning. We had a nice day this afternoon, but more is coming on Thursday, and that one's going to have probably even more than we had today. This is right on track for our forecast. Liberty saw about a half an inch, and then Norwalk about a quarter of an inch. So that's about what we expect. What we got didn't make it any easier to get around this morning, right? This afternoon, looking much better. Excuse me, 58 degrees currently, so that's already above average as far as our daytime high is concerned, so we'll take that. A pretty pleasant evening. A couple of showers still left over, some sprinkles maybe up towards Kingston, but as far as our viewing area, I think we're pretty much clear, or dry, I should say, clearing out overnight tonight. And then back through here, back through the Midwest, this is the fingers just kind of reaching out for our next system that's really impacting the West right now, and that's going to bring our rainfall rates up on Thursday. Might even start as a little bit of snow across parts of our viewing area, north and west. So your three-day forecast looking great tomorrow. Great, quiet, local travel day is going to be spectacular. And then we got a first alert weather day coming for you Thanksgiving. 49 degrees, on and off rain in the morning, then gusty winds in the afternoon. The parade looks to be wet. They'll fly the balloons, but definitely dress appropriately if you're heading to it. And then 47 degrees on Friday. So there's your Thanksgiving. It's your first alert weather day. Steady rain pretty much all day, on and off. And then travel delays, yeah, expect them on Thursday for sure. But drier weather for the rest of the weekend. We'll talk more about that in the coming minutes.
All right, Rob, thank you.
Air traffic staffing issues are causing some delays at Newark Airport tonight as people try to get to their holiday destinations.
But at LaGuardia, it is smooth sailing right now. That is where we find our Zinnia Maldonado live with more on the travel conditions. Zinnia.
Well, Maurice and Christine, the good news for travelers here at LaGuardia on the board, we're not seeing many delays or cancellations, although don't be fooled, we've been here throughout the entire day, and although there hasn't been a lot of chaos, which is of course good news, there has been a continuous stream of travelers, as you can see behind me. In fact, TSA reports that by the end of today, they will have screened more than 2.8 million U.S. travelers. The Thanksgiving travel rush kicking off. And while travelers are headed all over
Illinois,
Detroit, one thing was common among those we spoke with Tuesday.
I left home very early. I come early only to avoid all the jams.
I'm here early. I'm ready to get in line.
The FAA says air traffic controller staffing issues are causing ground delays at Newark today, adding that it is planning for possible ground stops or delays at JFK and LaGuardia airports as well until 10 p.m. The delays coming as the Thanksgiving travel period enters its peak. AAA projecting 5.84 million people will fly domestically this holiday, an increase of 2% compared to last year and a nearly 11% increase since the pandemic.
We try to do the 2 hours early just in case security's long.
TSA reporting it expects to screen a record 18.3 million people over the next 7 days, with Tuesday and Wednesday being the busiest before Thanksgiving. Travelers at LaGuardia are Team Tuesday.
More people are going to head out tomorrow. I try to see if I can head out Tuesday or even the Monday before, if able to.
It happened to be one of the cheapest days to fly, and opposed to Wednesday when I flew last year. It was like, forget it. The lines were extremely long.
Not a very enticing prediction for those who might be here tomorrow hopping on their flights. Now let's talk about after Thanksgiving. TSA is estimating that they expect to see the highest number of travelers back at their U.S. airports on Sunday. We're live from LaGuardia. Zinnia Maldonado, CBS News, New York.
Okay, Zinnia, thank you.
And it's definitely not just the airports. AAA says more than 70 million people will be hitting the roads for the holiday travel week.
Mobile 2 right now driving through Manhattan, and take a look at this.
No driving.
Oh, 11th Avenue.
A lot of sitting.
Trying to get towards the Lincoln Tunnel. These drivers are. You can see a lot of traffic, a lot of red brake lights. Earlier this afternoon was expected to be one of the peak travel periods. So we sent out Christine Sloan to talk to drivers in New Jersey.
Drivers beating the holiday travel rush hitting the wet and soggy Garden State Parkway early Tuesday. Mike Small thought he had made it leaving Long Island.
I said to myself, you know what, I'm not going to leave until 10 o'clock because I know the traffic. But I didn't factor in the rain. I didn't factor in the holidays. And as you can see, it's been about 3 hours and I'm finally in New Jersey.
AAA says the busiest times to travel Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons, but avoiding that, no guarantee. It's what Deborah Shulo discovered traveling in the morning.
I drove up to come get her, and it took me over 2.5 hours. The traffic was terrible.
But she got her college student both heading to South Jersey for Turkey Day.
Are you looking forward to Thanksgiving? Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm excited to eat.
Travel by car, AAA says, might be the way to go with lower gas prices this Thanksgiving Day holiday. A spokesperson says people are mostly traveling to warm destinations like Florida.
We're seeing just a very strong year for travel in general. It might be slowing down the growth a little bit towards the end of the year, but for most of the year, travel was just off the charts.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Joanne Petrangelo is just trying to make it to Atlantic City.
There was a lot of traffic getting off of Long Island on the Belt Parkway, but now it looks like it's clear sailing in New Jersey.
I'm going South Jersey with family and friends.
Great.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Kinda. This is my first year not cooking, so I'm looking forward to that.
Stay home, do my own cooking, stay home. That's it.
AAA says the best time to travel, early Thanksgiving Day morning. Along the Garden State Parkway in Monmouth County, New Jersey, Christine Sloan, CBS News, New York.
As for that ride home, AAA says drivers returning on Sunday, well, they should think about leaving early in the morning. And then those coming back on Monday should expect a mix of travelers and also work commuters.
All right, up to Dan Rice in Chopper 2 right now. Right now, Dan, you're giving us PTSD with that. Oh, my goodness. Where are you and what are we looking at?
You mentioned 70 million riders may be out there on the roadways. It feels like they're all right here at 13A. This is the entrance ramp at Elizabeth that gets you onto the turnpike at 13A. I'll bring the camera out there and you can see that log jam of traffic trying to get onto the turnpike. Now, top of your video, that's a southbound turnpike as it makes its way south of Newark Airport, and you can see that traffic is at a slow pace anyway, not necessarily a crawl, because I'm going to show you that in a second, because southbound riders, you have all this volume here. Northbound, you're not out of the woods either. We're going to bring that camera real quick over here towards the top of the airport. When you get to where the inner and the outer become the west and the eastern spurs, you find this log jam, and that's a crawl as you make your way northbound, north of 14 on the turnpike in the Newark area. Reporting live in Chopper 2, Dan Rice, CBS 2 News.
Oh, it's all those merges that get you.
Why don't you just make them wider?
Exactly.
Wouldn't that be helpful?
Million lanes. As you plan your travel for Thanksgiving, our first alert weather team will have you covered with the forecast. You can always find updates from them and also the latest radar on our website, cbsnewyork.com.